Look at that. The Mandalorian and Grogu. If you ever wanted to pay premium theater prices for a mid-season television recap on the massive screen, Disney just granted you that specific wish. Coming in on the tomato meter at 63% by the critics, 88% by the audience. While the critics are a little bit divided here, it seems to be delivering for the fans. Now, I came out of this movie being like, well, I wasn't shocked. Everybody was saying that it was going to be terrible and one of the worst movies of the year. No, it's not that, guys. This movie is okay. It's just okay. Directed by Jon Favreau, starring Pedro Pascal, Sigourney Weaver, and Jeremy Allen White. And yes, even Martin Scorsese. And I got to tell you, that name coming up in the credits kind of pulled me out of it for a while. And it tells the tale of Din Djarin and Grogu going on a mission to save Rada the Hutt. Now, if you saw in the trailers that the Hutts were in there, yes, they definitely do play a role in this movie. And Mando does have to square up with them a couple times. And it's kind of like, this stuff is interesting. Because it's a little bit, well, political, because they're talking about the underworld and they're jockeying for position and stuff like that. But it does feel, without a doubt, 2 TV episodes kind of mashed together. And at the end of the day, the Mandalorian and Grogu are the same characters in the beginning of the film as they are at the end of the film. It's just a bunch of stuff happens. Nothing happens in this movie to evolve their characters or change their situation. It's just a bunch of stuff on screen that looks fun. It is fun. There's no doubt about that. And yes, he is cute. I think that's going to be a big selling factor. But is cuteness enough to sell this movie? I think it will for the first weekend. But then I think afterwards, you're going to find that there's going to be a steep drop-off as soon as people start examining that story. And is it really something that I need to see on the big screen? No, it's not. The entire experience plays out like a beautifully polished filler episode where stuff just happens without pushing, as I said, the characters forward. Nothing in this movie changes the fundamental identity of Mando or Grogu, leaving them just exactly where they started. And as I said, that feeling for plot, okay, I wanted to see something advance with them, right? But if you are a die-hard Star Wars fan, completionist in that you want to see absolutely everything, then this is going to satisfy some of that temporary craving. But for everyone else out there, this is a perfectly okay adventure that you should definitely wait to watch on the streaming services. That's what I would say. So let's go back to the tomato meter score here and take a look as to why the critics are bashing it and why the fans seem to love it so much. Okay, New York Times. As its return to the IMAX, silver screen, the saga could do worse than this movie, with their main guy's face behind metal, and there's more respectable showing. What the heck are you talking about there? Yeah, as I said, the visuals are there. I think the cinematography is good, but it's kind of like, I wish there was more substance and weight behind what I was seeing kind of thing, right? Movie Freak, 2.5 out of 4. I don't think kids will enjoy themselves, and maybe that's enough to give this middling adventure a pass. Even so, the Force is not with the Mandalorian and Grogu. In fact, I seriously doubt this is Star Wars adventure most are looking for. Move along. And you know what? While I was watching this, it kind of felt like those Ewok movies, right? Okay, there's some stuff going on here. It's happening within the Star Wars universe. Doesn't really affect a whole bunch of anything else going on all that much. It's just stuff that's kind of like happening. I think that's what they're trying to get at there. But the audience reviews, people who did like it, beautifully done, will definitely watch again. Awesome. So much action. Can we find somebody who didn't like it? Jeff McDuck, meh. Neither good nor bad. Probably could have been a Disney Plus special presentation. Yes, I feel like that is an accurate description. No real character growth, lots of CGI. Yeah, there's lots of CGI. Felt like a video game. Yeah, because they had to go on quest after quest. And as I said, that stuff is cool to see. It's just, do you need to spend money to go and see it in the theater? And I would say no, because it's going to be on Disney Plus in like a month and a half. I'd say wait for it, because it's not like people are going to be coming out of this and saying, oh, you got to go check it out because of this one scene. And I think that's what's been lacking with Star Wars, is that people think that it's all about Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and stuff like that. But one of the key fundamental things about Star Wars was, oh my God, how did they do that? Right? That visual effect. There was always that pressing for advancing technology and making you go, wow, holy, I can't believe what I'm seeing, kind of thing, right? There's nothing like that in this movie. And I think that's what people are saying. So with that being said, let's go to my score sheet and let you know where I land. Acting, directing, and story out of a possible 2 points each, straight down the middle. It's all serviceable. Cinematography does get the full point. There's some really cool shots in this. I have to grant that. But the score here, the soundtrack here by Ludwig Gunnarsson or whatever, it's just weird. Like, okay, we get some familiar beats, but then there's this weird synth kind of techno stuff going on in the background. You're just like, what? This doesn't fit at all. Now, the watchability factor is out of 2 points again, and if you're a fan of Star Wars and you want to check it out, if you're a fan of the TV show, you want to check it out to see where it's going, so that merits at least one viewing. Would I watch it again? Yeah, probably, and I would watch it over, say, The Last Jedi, or definitely The Rise of Skywalker. Wait, ooh, does it wash the taste out of my mouth from those movies? No, not really. It's a step in the direction of, hey, at least you didn't make a movie as bad as that last one. And is that a really good thing to say about The Mandalorian and Grogu? Is that what you want to hear? Oh, hey, it wasn't as bad as the last one. No, you want to hear me excited about it. You wanted me to say, hey, you guys, you got to go to the theater to check this out because there's so many cool things that happen. It's just not that movie. It's just a bunch of stuff that happens, and it's just like, okay. 6 out of 10 seems right, and that's where I'm going to land for The Mandalorian and Grogu. 6 out of 10. Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, and we will talk about it. You're watching Mirror Domains.